Hello, everyone. We're online. My name is Ksenia Grishenko. I am CEO and co-founder of Solent, where we help clients around the globe with immigration status, immigration consulting, and real estate investment strategies. Today, we are going to speak about France, one of the most popular programs nowadays. And let's firstly, I introduce our company. Today, I also want to welcome Inna Batonina. She is business development manager and she's creating France program. So we will discuss together all the details and why France is one of the most popular and interesting option in European Union today. Hello, Inna.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ksenia.
Yeah, please text in the chat. Feel free to ask your questions. Also, please share where you're from, what are you looking for, and we will move forward. So our three main directions of business are immigration consulting. We are dealing with all citizenship by investment programs, residency by investment programs, as well as non-investment routes. We work with digital nomad visas, with startup visas, with residencies for financially independent people and other basements. In accordance to this, we also provide real estate strategy investments. We work in many different markets around the globe. One of our main market is Middle East. We are based in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. We are doing a lot of business with real estate here. We also cover other Middle East countries like Qatar, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain. We do real estate in Southeast Asia, in particular Indonesia and Thailand. And of course, we are dealing with real estate in Europe. And our third direction of business is corporate services, where we help with the business setup of bank accounts opening and developing structures for our clients. So we are actually based in four main directions. Our main office is located in Dubai, as I already mentioned. We also have office in Istanbul. We have office in Moscow, in Russia, in Montenegro, in Podgorica, and we have our office in Paris, where we can help with the legal supervision of our clients with French program. So actually, we're talking a lot with our clients regarding that. Actually, documents that you are holding from your birth, from default, they can define you in a lot of ways. Yes, the passport with which you were born. And unfortunately, we are not born with equal rights. Some passports can give you visa-free travel around the globe, can give you opportunities for special social securities, for some business environment, and other ways to develop your career. Some of them actually can bring some limits, and we see that many countries can receive some limitations regarding the travels, as well as opening bank accounts, and the documents which you are holding can actually define even where your children can educate in the future or cannot, how you can develop your business, or where you can live when you are going to retire. So actually, we understand that nowadays there are legal programs which can allow you to obtain new and extra benefits of your status. And in case you have this opportunity of planning, of defining your future right now, you can choose them like a menu. And that's what we are doing with our clients. We are guiding them among all legal and official opportunities that exist. We try to develop personalized strategy, which will follow their personal goals and needs. And many of our clients are interested in European Union because they might plan their leave and relocation in Europe, or they might just want to have visa-free access. and opportunity to open bank accounts or to use some other financial instruments which are available inside of EU. Also, some of the people are planning and looking for the opportunity to obtain in the future even European passport, or maybe not for themselves, but for their children, to give them this option. So we do like Europe. We understand that actually each of the European countries, each of the country which is member of EU, which all of 27 of them, they might have their own basements of giving residence permit. And of course, if you decide to move to one of these countries and let's say get an education, you will have to apply for student visa, right? Same as you are going, if you are going to have an employment contract, your employee will help to arrange work permit and employment-based residency for you. But for example, if you don't plan to work, you don't plan to study, but still you would love to have the benefits that Europe offers you, there are other ways. Some of the European countries might offer you ways for financial independent people or people who can provide proofs of remote income. That would be digital nomads basement. There are some investment basement programs which are also called golden visa programs in Europe, like most of you probably heard of Portugal golden visa, or Greece golden visa, Hungary golden visa, or Spain golden visa program that actually closed recently. But in this situation, you have to purchase property like in Greece, or for example invest in venture funds like in Portugal, and not all of the clients are ready to allocate assets in European Union or invest quite a large amount of funds. Also, startup visas. It's quite a new category because many governments in European Union, they try to boost the economy by attracting young and prospective entrepreneurs into the country for them to develop different sectors of the economy. So they create such programs for entrepreneurs and startup founders. And this is one of the programs we're going to speak about today. I know there are lots of myths because some of the agents are calling this talent visa or startup visa, and many clients think, okay, I'm not, I don't know, DeFi founder, I'm not IT person, I'm not a scientist, I don't have any specific talents, so maybe I will not qualify for that. But we will share lots of stories and client cases today. So I hope you will have more clearance after our today's meeting. And guys, I see so many questions right now in the chat. We will try to answer all of them. And anyway, anyone who is asking for direct contact after the meeting, we will do. Let's move directly to the program. So France Passport Talent Visa is actually quite young program. It only exists several years, and that was created exactly for boosting the economy and to attract young and talent entrepreneurs into the country. But despite the name Passport Talent, it's not a passport. First of all, it's 4 years residency, and second, you don't have to have specific talent. So you don't have to be an actress, an influencer, or a Nobel winner. We will describe the criteria that are really work for that type of visa. And this is a presidential official program which was announced by President Emmanuel Macron. So we see that the practice is really good and amazing regarding this program. And a lot of clients can qualify. I see questions that actually there is no nationality limitation. There is no language requirements for now. Although we don't know, in European Union, anything can change anytime. So if you like the program, if after our meeting today, you will decide that that program might suit you, I recommend not to wait and not to think, okay, I will participate a couple of years later. Everything can change. So whatever is working now and you think that in general that works well, better don't postpone. That's per our practice of more than 8 years in this industry. So let's move forward and describe the benefits of French residency. And Ina, I want to give you a word. So please introduce us your favorite program.
Thank you so much, Ksenia. Yeah, I love this program, honestly, because a lot of advantages in this program. So what makes this program more interesting than offers, and why it's chosen by those who want status in Europe but don't want to move anywhere right now? First of all, you receive an official legal status in France. It's a real government-supported residence program that has existed since 2017, and it's part of France's official immigration law. Second, the residence card is issued for 4 years. That's a long period for a non-investment visa. Many other options in Europe give you just 1 or maybe maximum 2 years, and then you have to come back in this country, pay government fees, give you fingerprints again and again, wait for approval. It's a lot of hassle. With this visa, you don't need to worry about for 4 years. So this is long-term residency in France, and you get stability from the start. Next one, there is no investment requirements. Very important, because many people ask, like, what should I do? Maybe I need to buy property or donate to the government or spend 100,000 euros, etc., etc. So the only fees involved are low government charges and our fees and legal fees, helping with this process. Next one, your whole family can join, of course. You can include your spouse, children under 18 years old in one application. That makes life much easier if you're planning for your family future. Also, you get access to the full Schengen zone for travel. And if you want to live in France, you can, of course. With this status, you have the right to work, right to live, access healthcare, use public schools, and even universities. Let's talk about citizenship, because it's very interesting regarding this program. The path to a French passport is just 5 years. That's very short compared in other EU countries. For example, in Hungary, for example, it takes 8 years. In Spain, 10 years. In France, just 5 years of residency. And you can apply directly for citizenship without needed permanent residence first. You need, of course, live there, because if you want to apply for citizenship, you need to live there and pass a language exam. But there are online courses to prepare, and of course, we can help you with all of that. So this program also opens full access to European infrastructure, business registration, banking, legal residence. You can hold assets, open a bank account, even travel without Schengen visas again and again. Because I heard from my clients, and right now many people applying just to stop dealing with constant visa restrictions. And you want, for example, to go to your children or go on a trip, attend a business meeting, but your visa is too short or rejected. This resident status gives you full freedom in Europe. A lot of benefits regarding this program, and you can see it's very fast, it's simply and a really good option compared with other EU countries. So let's move on.
I wanted to add a little bit that to avoid any confusion, that if you want to convert your residency into passport, it is possible to do after 5 years. But in this case, you have to spend at least half a year in France. If you're not planning to convert into passport and you just want to use your residency for visa-free travel, for your business in France, for some other needs, there is no residency requirements. We will tell you about the further requirements. I see so many questions, and guys, we appreciate your being so active. And but if you just do your residency, you can. There are some requirements that you will need to fulfill in order to renew it after the 4th year. I see the same this question as well, and but there is no requirements to relocate and change your lifestyle from the spot. Okay, and so let's now. Let's now speak why.
Let's move on. Yeah, regarding categories. and take a closer look at how exactly you can qualify for a 4-year residency in France under this program. According to the law, there are 11 official categories, like options, that allow you to apply for the talent passport. But don't worry, we are not going to go through all 11 in detail. What's important to understand is that we can break them down into 4 main groups. Of course, each category has its own requirements and needs to be presented properly. That's why our legal team in France works very careful on every file. We have our own legal address in France and professional local team handling project writing, submission, and defense. And actually, I'm proud to say we have 100% approval rate for business projects so far. A little bit later, we will discuss, and I will show analytics from government website, and you can see approvals and rejections of business project. So let's briefly go over the categories. First category is creative and cultural talent. This includes artists, musicians, designers, and other creatives who can show recognition in their field. But this is not for everyone and requires award and strong portfolios. So special interest to France, this is very individual category designed for high profile or powerful people who are important for the public interest of France. Rarely used, and of course we can discuss this if you are suitable or not suitable case by case basis. Second option, investment. If you want to invest 300,000 euros into a French company, exactly a local company, you can apply through this road. But actually this is not too much popular category because it's a high cost and require investment. Even if we compare with golden visa programs, we can get Greece golden visa for 250k euros just investment for real estate. So it's not popular categories in this program. And next categories, the 2 most popular options and ones we recommend most often: business creation and startup. Why? Because the documentation is straightforward, no need to donate money, no need to buy property, and most importantly, our clients had great success in these categories. So if you're not artist, if you're not investor and just want a legal smart pass to French residency, these last 2 options are your best choice. Let's move on.
And regarding the qualified criteria, ages of the investor, and guys, this is the part where we answer most of them. Like if we consider those 2 basements with which we have most of the people can be qualified, these are them. So these are the requirements, and the main check, the main due diligence and the main requirements are connected to your project and your business plan, which we actually fully supporting to prepare. And even we had some clients who had some projects which they're pretty sure of and they want to present them anyway. Those need to be done in to follow all the French specific requirements. So our lawyers and our project managers, they had a huge experience on getting approvals on this project. And as Inna already mentioned, that is the most important part and the most important criteria. So of course, we will be trying to follow your personal profile, your job experience, your education, and etc., because that should look the way it is approved, to make it shorter. So now let's dive into these 2 main most popular categories: innovative startup and company registration.
Yeah, and hopefully we explain and you will start to understand which one is best for you. Let's start with startup category. This option is perfect for people who already have an idea, maybe something innovative they've been working on in the past, or even just an idea they want to bring to life in France. The good thing about this road is that it doesn't require any investment. So you don't need to put money into a French business or make any kind of deposit. All you need, idea, a concept, something that we can present to the French Minister of Economy and innovative project. I understand that this may seem like a difficult task. Yeah, you may be thinking like, I don't have any idea. Maybe I'm not suitable for these categories. It's totally normal because many of our clients choose this option, startup road, not because they want to create a real technology company, for example, but because it's one of the most affordable ways to obtain a 4-year residence permit without investment. And we can do, and we will do everything for you. So we will develop a project based on your experience and documents. We will write a business plan, contact an official French startup incubator, and submit your documents to the Ministry of Economy and Finance. We even have a license from one of the recognized incubators. So all you need to do is provide us with documents. That's it, and we will take care of the rest. The only catch is that the project still has to look realistic and professional. Regarding startup. Even if you don't plan to launch it in real life, we have to present it in a way that meets the French government expectation, yeah? And this is where our experience plays a crucial role. Some people try to, as Ksenia said already, some people try to write their own startup project or ask ChatGPT to do it, for example, but unfortunately get rejected. Why? Because they don't know what the French authorities are actually looking for. It's not just about a good idea. It's about formatting, structure, legal language, industry terminology, and that's what our experts do every day. Even if you already have a startup project, for example, we will still rewrite and adapt it to meet program standards. Because until you receive official approval from the Minister of Economy, nothing can move forward. So yeah, the startup option is one of the best options, but only if you do everything right and with the right company. We have a specialist in Paris, and we can do everything for you.
Yeah, I also see the question, so should the project be beneficial for French people? Actually, it's not obligatory. It should include an innovative component, which we actually can help to develop and advise on that on a full cycle. How we work with the profiles that want to try this category. We, first of all, before we sign any agreement or anything, we ask you to provide your CV, and then with our lawyers, we will check the real chances to get approved. Because yes, there is no specific requirements of you being an IT specialist or something like that, but also is without any job experience or like education, it also be realistic, will be hard to get approval. So we should be in balance between reality and expectations. But we, if we take the case, we are sure we will get an approval because, again, I will repeat, our team is one of the strongest on the market. And it's not that it's so easy to get an approval. It is not easy, and they are getting rejected. But we know which criteria need to be fulfilled. We also even had a practice when we worked with some other files who already got rejected, and we were checking the projects, and we see that that the explanation wasn't strong enough, and we understand how to make the file that strong for us to get all the approvals. Also, very important part and advantage of innovative startup category is that you actually get your approval based only on your business plan and project. You do not open the company right now. You do not spend any extra money. But yes, your project should contain innovative component. It should be something from AI, IT, some technological story. in which you can actually cover many other types of businesses. But you're getting your approval without any company opening for now. And there is one of the difference with the second option, which we will present and describe to you next.
Yes, let's talk about the second option, which is more realistic, I think, and suitable for a large audience, company registration. This option is great because it's based on real business activity. We register official company in your name in France. We open a corporate bank account, obtain a legal address for you, and your company will be legally established in accordance with French law. So the key requirement for this option is a deposit of 30,000 euros into your company's capital account. This money stays yours. It's not a donation. It's not a gift. It's not a government fees. It's yours money. Once you get your residence permit, you can withdraw it, use it for personal proposal, business expenses, or transfer it to your personal account. Whatever you want, it's totally under your control. But first, this deposit has to be made. So what's the main difference from the startup route? Here, you don't need to demonstrate innovation or come up with a technology idea. We will prepare a standard business plan for you based on your professional experience and documents. It can be a consulting business, a small service company, anything that matches with your experience. This option is often better suited for clients who first don't have a strong education or professional profile. Second, won't really have business in France for diversification or entry into the EU market. So addition company registration give you a strong connection to France, and how I think you will have a legal entity, bank account, tax indication number, and this will simplify to renew of your permit after 4 years. So I think this is category more easy, but of course you need to understand that this category require for not investment. This is just deposit 30,000 euros in your company's capital account. It's yours money. But this is different with startup categories as well. So the time frame is similar for 2 months. From start to finish. As with the startup category, we begin by checking your personal eligibility based on your passport and CV. If you are not sure which option is better for you, startup or company registration, we will help you make a decision based on your experience. Just leave request or let us know, and we will do a quick check and share our recommendation. So it's all about startup and business creation. By the way, we recently received very quick approval for 3 of our clients from Pakistan under the startup option. We came up with one startup for them, and since they had different education backgrounds and professional experience, we were able to do it in one project. So this allowed them to minimize their cost for the process. And we just make one project for 3 of clients. So if you and your friends also wish to apply for French residence permit, we can review your documents and create a single project for you with more affordable terms and conditions.
Yeah, I want to answer some of the questions. First of all, I see the question, can we open one-person company with 100% ownership? Yes, this is absolutely possible. And actually, most of the clients, they go with single ownership of the company. Although the case that Inna just described, where we had 3 shareholders of one company, it's also possible. If you have brother, if you have partners, friends, and you want to go with one project, that will be a bit easier and faster for you, because for your project, you will receive only one approval, but then each one of the family with main applicant will go with their separate application. Also, I saw a question, is there any requirements to employ local French people? No, there is no requirements like that. You can, actually your project should follow your business plan. And if you have a consulting business plan, consulting or service business, you can simply run it all alone. You don't need, you do not need any staff or whatever. So to finalize, we have two options. One, startup category with innovative component, which you need to be approved within business incubator or accelerator, plus France ministry. Startup and company registration actually does not require your project to be innovative. It can be any kind of business, but here you will need to open a bank account and you are committing to transfer, to deposit 30,000 euro, which will be like extra expenses for you. But these are not actually expenses because you are getting access to this money just after a couple of months. Here it's a bit easier because we are not getting approval from incubator, but we only get approval from Ministry of Finance of France, and that will be maybe slightly faster, like 1 month faster. But here you are opening company. Within the startup, you are not opening company, you get your approval based on your business plan. But then coming back to the question I also saw here regarding the renewal, because after 4 years, we will have our residency expired and we need to go and renew our documents. And of course, when you receive the documents based on you are going to develop a company, business in France or startup in France, if you never ever opened a company and did anything regarding business activities in France, this is obvious that they will not renew your residency. For some of the clients, it's okay. They say, I do not plan to renew, I need it for now. But for others clients, they actually want to see long-term strategy. And then this is very important to prepare for your renewal and to have enough of proofs of this basement that you actually tried to develop your startup or company. So even for innovative startup category, you better open a company at least 2 years before your renewal and show some minimum activities there, like 20,000 euro of turnover around the year. This will help you to renew your business. Despite UK startup category, there is no commitment of your company to be successful. This is very important because in UK, if you heard, there is some similar category of residency, but there you need to commit your business to be profitable and you need to reach specific results of your startup. Here, there is no commitment like this, so you actually can try and work and invest and study and so on, in case you are not doing real business in France. In case you're doing real business, there is no questions with your renewal. That's exactly what they want to see. They want to attract young entrepreneurs who will open company, who will develop businesses in France. Okay, here is actually some statistic that is real, because we always tell to our clients, and some of them are starting to get wrong idea, that France is happy to approve anything that we offer to them. But it's not like this. More than 40% of business projects for this category are rejected in France. So the first part, where we prepare the project, where we rework your profile, where we try to collect as many proofs of your being qualified for this program, is the most important part. And as you see, 40% per statistic are getting rejected, but per our statistic, we have 100% of approval rate. And that is the reason we are really proud of our French team, of our lawyers who are working on profiles, and they do a great job regarding building a personal and tailored solution. We are not working with templates or something copy-paste, AI upgraded. They do really strong profile and projects that will really suit your job experience, your education, and your future plans in France. So I try to read questions in parallel, but I think we better leave some I see just one question about investment amount which you need to put on your banking account. It's not 300,000. It's not even 100,000. It's 30,000 euro. So, and this amount you can spend on your tickets, on your travels. You can withdraw it back to your personal account. So this is not even a cost. It's just money you're depositing for 2-3 months until you get your final approval, and then you have access to this. And they are not deposited somewhere. They're on your bank account.
Yeah, under your name.
Yeah. So let's now move step by step. There will be answers to some of the questions I see. There will be answer about the price, and then we will go question by question.
Okay, so here how it works. Step number 1, first we do usually a preliminary check of your documents. Just we need your passport and CV. This helps us figure out which category is best for you for your profile, and startup, business creation, or talent categories, or others. So step number 2, once we confirm the right option, we sign a service agreement, of course, and get to work right away. We prepare your business project. This is a key step. Once it's ready, we submit it for approval to the French Minister of Economy and Finance. If you're applying in the startup category, we also obtain approval from a certified incubator. If you're applying in business creation category, we will ask you to transfer a deposit of 30,000 euros to lawyers' escrow account in France. Step number 4, once we have received the approvals, we will help you apply for D visa, which is a long stay visa that allows you to legally enter France and is necessary step before obtaining a residence permit. The visa D is applied for at the French consulate in your country of citizenship or residence. For example, if you live in some country, you can apply from this country. If you have separately, for example, residency in Turkey or another country, you can apply also from this country as well. So this is for visa D only. Once you have obtained your D visa, which is usually valid for 3 months, you can travel to France immediately, even the next day if you wish. A separate Schengen visa is no longer required. So you arrive in France after you obtain visa D. You arrive in France for biometric registration and submit your documents to obtain a residence card, plastic card. After that, you will be issued a 4-year residence permit. This is final step. So for business creation road, once the card has been issued, we register your company under your name, and a lawyer transfer this money, which you put it in deposit, 30,000 euros, to your corporate bank account. So, and after that, you can use these funds as you wish for business, personal expenses, travel, or savings, whatever you want. So, entire process usually takes about 4-5 months, and you need to visit France at least 1 time. Once again, we're ready to accompany you every step of the way. If you want to start the process or check your eligibility, just leave a request and we will contact with you for personal consultation and check everything what you have, and we will give you some recommendation, and let's start.
Yes, so the process is straightforward, and this is very good that we can assist you on all the ways. So I see many questions. Let us start answering some of them. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So first of all, we need to check your CV to understand if you can be qualified. So, for example, if it's I saw a question about age requirement. There is no age requirement, but for example, if you are on your retirement ages already and you haven't been running any business for many years, you're being supported by your kids, that will be hard for us to get an approval. So before we even start to sign any contract and start to prepare anything, we anyway discuss which route we will go and whether we have good chances to get approvals. But if, for example, same age person who is also like, let's say, on retirement ages, but it's active businessman, he has all the chances. So that's not very much about nationality, ages, or any other criteria. That's only regarding your profile. I saw also a question about single mother being 40 years old. Yes, you can get approval very easy together with your kids. By the way, all family members is applying at the same time. So you can get approval as long as you have a profile. So after this, we will connect, you will receive an email from us with this presentation and with the link of this recorded webinar, and we can get in touch and talk individually with each one of you who is interested to proceed. We can have a Zoom call where we will work on your personal situation. Can I start a business in France? Yes, and that is an amazing chance to start a business in France because you will be supervised by very experienced lawyers. They will help you to register a company. They will help you with opening bank account. This is, by the way, a very legal way to send money to France on your personal bank account. And from many jurisdictions, you know, money transfer is a problem as well. Couple of questions. Yes, please ask your questions. What is happening after the 4th year? What kind of visa that can be extended? It can be extended to same category of visa when you can prove you're still fulfilling the requirements. That means that if you received your approval based on your innovator startup category and you never worked with your startup, you did not open a company and there was not a single money transaction, then we have small chances to get it renewed, to be honest. But if we open the company, we used it for this or another needs, there is no requirements for it to be profitable and develop. You might have some other ideas or plans during these 4 years, but when we have what we can show to immigration office when there is time to renew, then there are good chances. For a business category, when we do open a company from the beginning, it's even easier because we didn't have any innovative criteria requirements. So you open the company to run your consulting or whatever business, you're doing this and just showing that we are fulfilling the requirements and keeping this basement. Who qualifies? We responded. How many people? Yes, you can be a single shareholder of your business. Also, there can be multiple shareholders, but we do not recommend to have more than 3 shareholders. And better for them to have, you know, suitable to each other profile. So the best, like 3 friends. One is IT person, second one is finance, has finance background, and third one, for example, PR and marketing. That will be super easy for lawyers to explain why we need 3 shareholders. If it's a person and 2 of his parents, that cannot go. So we also need to be reasonable on that. Okay.
I see a question regarding language requirement. So right now you don't need to speak French to get the 4-year residence permit. There are no interview or no language test. It's not required at this stage. Of course, if you want to apply for citizenship after 5 years, you need to show a basic level of French. So, but that's very easy to prepare for. For example, all of our clients take a simple online French course with a certificate. This certificate is accepted by French government for the citizenship application. It's affordable, it's online and convenient, and we can help you with this when the time comes. So don't worry, language is not a barrier for the residence permit or your future.
Yeah, I also see a question that running startup in India, interested to scale in EU. Will you help me to connect investors for EU entity? Unfortunately, this is not our part of business. Unfortunately, we can only help you to open startup company in France and to obtain residency for 4 years for yourself and your family in France. But we cannot find investors for startups that a little bit not what we are dealing with and what we are good. So the cost we will announce soon. How much capital would this need? So for the company, there is no profit or revenue commitment. You will have to, if you go to business setup category, you will have to deposit only 30,000 euro, which you can then spend. And also there is requirements actually to show some bank balance when we apply. The amount of required to be shown is 21,000 euro on as a balance on bank account of main applicant. So they need to see you have some free money to operate with.
I see. Next slide we will discuss regarding the list of documents.
Okay. I see also question, can we join real company and invest in the company and become shareholder? You cannot do this way, unfortunately, because first the company which is qualified for this category should first receive approval on the business project and business plan. So you cannot join, we can only create it from the scratch. Okay, this we answered. If I open a company with a friend, so the investment will be 30,000 or more. Unfortunately, even if we have joint shareholders, to fulfill the requirements of the program, each one of the shareholders should deposit 30,000 euro for his own application. This creates a larger amount of capital that will be accumulated on the company's bank account. So actually for the lawyers, it's also important for the business plan that they will prepare to reflect the amount we are going to deposit. So they will have to explain how we're going to spend them and why we need 3 shareholders and each one of which will deposit 30,000. So this amount is per application, that is as per law. Indian restaurant, why not? We can speak with the lawyers, we can discuss this idea. Okay, in business plan, do we need to show bank cash flow like taxes, salary, or you need to show actually many details. Even for innovator startup, we are showing forecasts of our like profit and loss report. We are showing which type of legal entity we would plan to open and why. So many details, even if it's not within your plans to open a company right now. Okay, I see AI-driven companies. I see you guys being cooperated in the chat. This is really cool, and I appreciate this feedback and being that active. We will have this webinar recorded. Sharing passport is safe. Not always, but with us, you can share. We are official company. We have all the licenses and we are signing, personal data statement. So we are responsible because we always work with personal documents, bank statements, and other sensitive information. So we are under these regulations with personal data. So how many people who can be included into the application? We will speak in the next slide, right? Because I see family position. So, but to make it short, your family, spouse and kids. This is 4 years multi-entry visa, but it's not even visa, it's residency. And you can enter visa-free all 27 European Union Schengen countries. Of course, it's multi, and you can live with this residency the whole year in France, because it's France who issued this residency. You can travel visa-free to other European countries like Denmark, Portugal, and any other countries you would love to. You would not have to apply for any other touristic type of visa. And plus, of course, within EU, there are no borders, so you can travel whole year across the Europe. Further guide we will provide, language requirements not, what kind of company we will tell you, the one that is based your project and plans. Okay, yoga, meditation. For business incorporation, any type of business can work. For innovator, only if you, for example, provide some innovative app or something which will contain this progressive component. 46 years old, yes, that can work, but better send us your CV. We will double check and confirm. Expert business also suitable. Okay. There is no minimum days stay requirements unless you don't want to apply for passport later. If you're okay with having just residency, you need just better focus on your company. So keep having it and show some minimum turnover. If you think you would love to apply for passport, then choose 5 years period when you can spend at least half a year in the year. Yes, your kids under 18 can apply with you at the same time. So this is very convenient that the whole family is getting their residency for 4 years at the same time. Cost of living actually depends on the district and so on, like everywhere in Europe. We can share separately this information regarding cost of living. Amount in the bank, you need to show at least 21,000 euro as a balance. Okay, it will be a card, right? First, you will receive your national visa, which is Visa D, which will be in your passport. It will be, normally it's given for 3 months for you just to enter France, do biometry and receive plastic cards. Sometimes it's given for 1 year. It actually depends from where you are applying, and we can share our experience. But the final document, you will have a plastic card ID for 4 years. Other categories of talent passport, high skilled employment and others, we can also, by the way, work with. It's just less popular within our audience, but we do actually this as well. We even do student supervisions, but we do like real ones. So let's move forward and I will check the rest of the questions which we might miss.
Yeah, now let's quickly go over the documents, and the good news, the list is really short. So what do you need to prepare on your side? First and most importantly, each applicant must have higher education. Probably this is 5 years, not probably, preferably this is 5 years of university level education, but if you don't have 5 years, it's not a problem. We can support your application with proof of professional experience. So either your diploma or your work experience or both. Next, you need to provide police clearance certificate, basic document showing you have no criminal record. Of course, you need to provide passport, valid passport, photos. And if your spouse and children are joining in the application, we will need a marriage certificate and birth certificates of the children. One more thing, as Ksenia already said, we need to show a bank statement with at least 21,000 euros as a balance. Just show your money on your bank account. So that's really all you need. On the right side of the slide, you can see the list of what our team prepares and supports for you. The main steps of the process are fully handled by us, and we prepare everything based on the documents you provide. Also, please note that we take care of the legalization and translation of your documents into French. This means you won't have any extra cost or worries about where and how to translate or certify them. All we need from you is high quality color scans of your documents. So that's it. Really simple and short list of documents. What you need to prepare for us. And after that, we can apply for business project, for Visa D, and then for residence permit. So once again, I remind regarding which family composition you can add in one application. You can add your spouse and children until 18 years old. So if you have siblings or grandmother, grandfather, it's only separate application because we cannot add by law in one application. It's only separate. We can also do same way like business creation or startup or another category, or we can consider like another type of visa in France, like visitor. There are a lot of different types, of course, but mostly these types give you just for 1 or 2 years maximum residence permit. So that's why this program very popular and important, because you can get long-term period in EU. Let's summarize. We're seeing a huge amount of interest in this program, and it's easy to see why. It's fast, simple, and affordable compared to other European residency programs. Our fees for the France Talent Passport program starts at 35,000 euros. It includes a wide range of services, including legal support, business plan preparation, legalization of documents, translation of documents, full communication with French authorities, and project defense. In addition to our fees, there are also government and consular fees. This depends on your family composition, of course, calculated individually usually. But in general, they are pretty low compared to similar programs in other EU countries, which makes the whole process more affordable. Also, for your convenience, and we offer a split payment option. 50% is paid upon signing the service agreement. The remaining 50% is paid only after your D visa is approved. Yes, you can see here how we can split. The model gives our clients additional confidence and demonstrates our confidence in the process. So this is a payment structure. And of course, if you have a lot of children in one application, or you want to discuss how will be cost, including all fees for two people, for 4 people, you can leave your request and we calculate individually for you, and you can see background, which how much for government fees, consular fees, for opening a bank account, etc., etc.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's come back to questions. I see that question, do I need to have minimum bank balance of 21,000 for innovators? Yes, for both categories, you need to show minimum bank statement. Also question about the specific location to do the formalities. We will recommend you based on the backlog what will be faster, but yes, we are doing in France and in Paris and in other locations as well. Wait, how much tax? Wait 1 second. If you already have a company, you cannot switch it to get an approval. Unfortunately, you need to start from the beginning, because as we described the process, first we are getting approval on business project, and then we need to set up this company. It's not mandatory to reside unless you just need to renew. Better focus on your company. So what kind of public schools access through this visa? For public schools, your kids would have opportunity to go because they're official residents, and that will be for free. The education will be in French. If you want, of course, for them to attend a private school, then it will cost additionally. Okay, so regarding the kids should be under 18 years old on the time of applying. And I see the son is 16.5. He will get 4 years residency, but then he will not be able to renew it, unfortunately. And we will have to look for a separate category for him. It can be visa visitor, another category of France residency, or it can be student visa or something else. For kids that are younger, we can try to wait until we have a chance to get a permanent residency, which is after 5 years. Other expenses except 30,000 euro we discussed. there will be some minor fees when you apply in the embassy, like registration fee of 130 euros. In case we go in innovative category and we need to work a lot on your business project, there will be also extra fee, but it actually depends on your profile. Because I saw a question, I cannot see it, I cannot find it right now, that somebody already has a good project and startup. Can we reduce the cost? Actually, if you have already your business plan and project, this is a very big advantage, but it doesn't mean we just apply as you have it. We anyway need to make sure it fully suits the requirements and is done exactly how immigration authorities expect to see it. You know what I mean, yeah. So we always work with any type of project, even if it's fully ready. But of course, the level of involvement and dedication of time which any of profile requires is different. Any fees for renewal of the company every year, like in Dubai? No, there is not such a story like in Dubai. When you need to renew your license yearly, you only need to pay for your, let's say, office desk, virtual office address and bank account fees, which are minor, like less than 1,000 per year, together with accounting. And of course, the cost for your company supervision depend on how active your company is. And if you run real business, of course, you might need more specialists, maybe chief financial officer and some other specialist. If it's just random operations and rare deals, then you might need just an accountant to make sure you fulfilling all the legal requirements and you file all your operations and documents correctly. Okay, birth certificate of yourself and your family, right? Birth certificate, marriage certificate, you will need to provide. If the idea doesn't work out for startup, we can understand this once we see your CV and speak with lawyers. By the way, we can even schedule a meeting with the lawyers if we understand that we have some doubts or you would like to make sure that you will be in stable hands. We do it sometimes for our clients.
Yeah, or even you discuss regarding a business project, or if you have already prepared by you, we can send to our specialist and he can check and give you a recommendation as well.
Yes, I see also the question, what if the business is not successful and shuts down in the third year? Then if you close the company and you didn't open any new with the same idea, you will not be able to renew, I think, the business. But you will still keep it until the year 4, so until the time which is written on your residency card. So, and after that, you have several routes. You can either reapply with a new project with completely from the scratch, or you can use another category. If you understand this is not the best program for you, you can go for 1 year residency for financially independent or something else. This is very popular because it's the longest one in Europe within non-investment categories. The only program in Europe which is longer is Greece, which is golden visa, and Hungary, which is also golden visa. The rest are for shorter period. Most of the European non-investment programs only will give you 1 year residency. So here, when we have some great opportunity to secure your residency in EU for 4 years in such an amazing country like France, where you have Paris, you have Nice and Cannes, you have Alps and ski resorts. This is amazing to use, especially if you are thinking of moving your business into EU. Some of our clients already had companies in Netherlands, in Estonia, and they're like, why didn't I open in France? I could stop the struggles with these short Schengen visas. I could plan my spontaneous trips to Mykonos, to all conferences I was dreaming to attend, to Formula One exhibitions, and anything else. This is different lifestyle. If you had to apply for Schengen visas and if you struggled with that, if you're getting your completely whole year round visa-free access, they will shift your life to a different lifestyle, believe me. So this is good reason. And plus we have many others, of course. So yes, I think we answered most of the questions. This session is recorded. We will send you presentation. You can also check our website. We have lots of articles about France. We have our case studies. We had lots of experience. So, and of course, we will be happy to provide you personal consultation and to work with your personal profile together with our French team. And we will help you to reach your goals and get your residency, whether it's France or something else. Inna, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I would like to add, and if you start now, you can get your visa D by July. I think just in time to enjoy the summer in Europe, and you have freedom in Europe. So thank you so much, Ksenia, and our audience.
Thank you. Goodbye.